Hello everyone, my name is Alston and I am a tenor section leader of the Ablaze Youth Choir. One thing that God has taught me through music is to just basically live by what I sing. A lot of the times, especially living in the world that we live in, it's very easy and we have a lot of access to basically go out of the will of God, go out of what He has called us to do, go far from His word. But when you're singing, it brings up a conviction in us. And so with that, I've just been very sensitive to just always just live out what I'm singing. So I would say that's one thing that the music in this ministry has taught me, is just to live out what I sing. I don't think I have an inspiration behind like music who inspired me to do music. It's just something I've always been good at. And so I would say not inspired, but my mom kind of just pushed me to just use my talents for God. So when I found this choir and I met Mark, I just knew that this is something that I should do, because it's something my mom said to always do, use the talents that God give you for Him. Growing up, attending my old church, we as well did youth Sundays. So I would always sing in the choir. That's kind of where I got started. And then after leaving that church before COVID, I kind of stopped. But again, when I met Mark, he asked me to come be a part of the choir that he was starting back up. And so it just felt familiar. It felt like what I used to do when I was a kid. So I just wanted to basically get back into it and get back into church. Preparing for AIM can be different for each AIM participant, but for those that sing in the choir, it's rehearsals every Tuesday leading up to AIM. We're going over our old music that we have sung in the past year. We are prepping by attending meetings that are, I would say, monthly, when we start preparing and just going over, the itinerary for AIM, what our flights will be like, and then of course raising money to go to AIM, because it is a pretty penny to get there. So we are preparing for our concert that we do, our benefit concert every year, which is really fun. We start that preparation around February, March, and we're literally rehearsing every Tuesday as well with that. And then we get a little bit of a break, and then that's when the AIM rehearsals start. So that's the ISSD delegates for the choir. But there's also another ministry that as well preps for AIM, which is our Ablaze in Motion. And being formally a part of that, we rehearsed as well on Sundays, and they are currently rehearsing for that now. So they're also in practice, and some of those dancers as well, they're all singing in the choir. So some people have more rehearsals than others. It gets exciting closer to AIM, because then we start buying all of our outfits, and we want to show everybody and coordinate with our friends. So that's kind of fun. That's kind of what the preparation looks like for AIM. So my go-to snacks, what do I always get? It's very unhealthy, but I'ma say Chester hot fries, the sweet tart ropes. But I have been changing the way that I eat, so it might look a little different this year. Okay, I'ma go with the biggest jokester. It's Mark. Mark is probably the most person that is always cracking the jokes, and then everybody just feeds off him. I'm gonna have to say the biggest hype person, I'm gonna have to go with Maddie. Maddie is always hype, always hyping up her friends, always just dancing, singing, laughing. I would have to say Maddie is probably one of our hype persons in the group.